Believing in yourself is one of the most underrated yet transformative forces in human life. It does not announce itself loudly, nor does it always come with immediate results. Often, it works quietly by shaping decisions, influencing resilience, and determining whether a person rises after falling or stays defeated on the ground. Self-belief is not arrogance, denial of reality, or blind optimism. It is the steady conviction that even if you do not have all the answers now, you have the capacity to learn, grow, and overcome. In a world filled with competition, comparison, uncertainty, and external pressure, believing in yourself becomes not just a motivational idea but a survival skill. At its core, believing in yourself means trusting your inner voice more than the noise around you. From childhood, many people are conditioned to seek validation. Good grades earn praise, obedience earns approval, achievement earns acceptance. Over time, this can train individuals to measure their worth through external lenses. When applause is absent, confidence weakens. When criticism appears, doubt takes over. Self-belief challenges this pattern. It shifts authority inward. It says, even if no one claps for me, I know my value. This internal grounding is what allows people to pursue paths that are unconventional, difficult, or misunderstood. One of the greatest powers of self-belief is its ability to shape behavior. People rarely rise beyond the level of what they believe is possible for them. When someone believes they are capable, they are more likely to take action, persist through difficulty, and interpret failure as feedback rather than proof of inadequacy. On the other hand, when a person believes they are not good enough, not smart enough, or not deserving enough, they subconsciously sabotage opportunities. They hesitate, procrastinate, or withdraw, not because they lack ability, but because they lack belief. In this sense, self-belief becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. What you believe about yourself influences how you act, and how you act reinforces what you believe. Believing in yourself also plays a crucial role in resilience. Life is unpredictable. Everyone encounters setbacks, rejection, loss, mistakes, delays, and disappointments. What separates those who recover from those who remain stuck is not the absence of pain, but the presence of belief. A person who believes in themselves may still feel hurt or discouraged, but they do not see failure as final. They ask, what can I learn from this, rather than, what is wrong with me? This mindset allows them to rise repeatedly, even when progress is slow. Self-belief becomes the inner voice that whispers, you can try again when everything else suggests giving up. Importantly, believing in yourself does not mean ignoring weaknesses or pretending to be perfect. In fact, true self-belief is rooted in self-awareness. It acknowledges limitations while refusing to be defined by them. It says, I may not know everything, but I am willing to grow. This humility is powerful because it keeps a person teachable. When individuals believe in their capacity to improve, they seek knowledge, mentorship, and feedback without feeling threatened. Growth becomes a journey rather than a verdict on their worth. Self-belief is also deeply connected to courage. Many dreams die not because they are impossible, but because fear convinces people they are incapable. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of embarrassment, and fear of disappointing others often paralyze potential. Believing in yourself does not eliminate fear, but it weakens its control. It allows a person to act despite fear. Courage in its sense is not the absence of fear, but the decision to trust your ability to handle the outcome, whatever it may be. Each courageous step taken reinforces self-belief, creating a cycle of confidence and action. In relationships, believing in yourself sets the foundation for healthy boundaries and mutual respect. People who lack self-belief often tolerate mistreatment, overextend themselves, or seek validation through unhealthy dynamics. They may stay silent to avoid conflict or abandon their needs to keep others comfortable. In contrast, individuals who believe in their worth communicate more clearly, choose relationships that honor them, and walk away from situations that diminish them. Self-belief teaches that love, respect, and dignity are not things to beg for, but standards to uphold. The power of believing in yourself is especially evident in leadership and purpose-driven living. Leaders who believe in themselves inspire confidence in others, not because they are flawless, but because they are grounded. They make decisions with clarity, take responsibility for mistakes, and remain steady in uncertainty. Similarly, people who pursue purpose often face resistance, doubt, and delay. Without self belief, the weight of external opinions can derail even the strongest calling. Believing in yourself provides the stamina to stay aligned with your values even when recognition is absent. However, self belief is not something most people wake up with fully formed. It is built, it grows through experience, self reflection, and intentional practice. One way it develops is through keeping promises to yourself. When you say you will do something, follow through, even in small ways, you reinforce trust in yourself. Over time, this trust accumulates. Another way is through reframing failure. Instead of seeing mistakes as proof of incompetence, viewing them as lessons transforms setbacks into stepping stones. Self belief strengthens each time you survive something you once thought you could not. Language also plays a powerful role. The way people speak to themselves matters. Constant self criticism erodes confidence, while constructive self talk builds resilience. Believing in yourself involves learning to correct yourself without condemning yourself. It replaces "I can't do this" with "I'm learning how to do this." These subtle shifts may seem small, but they shape identity over time. It is also important to note that believing in yourself does not mean you will never feel doubt. Doubt is human. Even the most accomplished individuals experience moments of uncertainty. The difference is that self belief does not disappear in the presence of doubt, it coexists with it. It allows you to say, "I'm unsure, but I'm still moving forward." This balanced confidence is far more sustainable than false bravery. In a society that constantly compares, ranks, and measures people, believing in yourself becomes an act of self preservation. Social media, professional competition, and cultural expectations can distort self perception, making people feel behind or inadequate. Self belief counters this by anchoring identity in personal values rather than external metrics. It reminds individuals that progress is personal, timing is unique, and worth is not determined by visibility or applause. Ultimately, the power of believing in yourself lies in its ability to unlock potential. Many people carry unrealistic abilities, ideas, and dreams not because they lack talent, but because they lack belief. When belief is present, effort increases. When effort increases, skill develops. When skill develops, opportunities expand. Self belief is often the first disguise in a chain reaction that leads to growth, impact, and fulfillment. In conclusion, believing in yourself is not a luxury reserved for the confident or successful. It is a necessity for anyone who wants to live fully. It influences how you respond to challenges, how you treat yourself, how you relate to others, and how boldly you pursue your purpose. It does not guarantee an easy journey, but it equips you for a meaningful one. When you believe in yourself, you give yourself permission to try, to fail, to learn, and to rise. And in that permission lies the quiet, enduring power to change your life.